polite. That was fantastic. Thanks again for sharing. Well, they might not be as cute to decorate with, but there definitely is a theme in this next conversation. We are always on the lookout for good reads, good mom reads to pick up and dig into, and those recommendations are always appreciated. Today, Melissa Dalton-Martinez is here. She's a book reviewer from the Book Break, and she's going to share a few of her favorites that she's crushing on this month. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, you bet.
What is our theme to your book recommendations today?
So March is National Women's in History Month.
Yes, it is.
So I'm sticking with women in history, and I love historical fiction.
There's so much to love about it, right? It's empowering. It can kind of sweep you away to a different time or place.
Yeah.
And the theme of history, the theme of the truth and the fact, I think is always fascinating to dig out.
Yeah, for
sure. So first one topping our pile, Condemn Me Not. What do you like about this one?
Okay, so this one is by Heather B. Moore, and it's actually the story of her 10th great-grandmother who was tried as a witch in the Salem witch trials.
This is a fascinating era, isn't it? And how cool she pulled from her own family tree.
Yeah, and the thing that's so interesting is this was a really dark time in history, but she brings to light hope and love in this book, and she really brings out the words of her grandmother, and you see different perspectives. You see her home, you see her in jail, and you see what happens with the trials. So it's beautifully written and hopeful too.
Okay, good. Good. We appreciate a good theme of hope at the end of a witch trial.
Yes,
right? A Midsummer Night's Steampunk. Tell me about this one.
Yes. So Scott E. Tarbett is the one that wrote this, and Scott, one of the day jobs he does is he's an opera singer.
Oh.
So he loves Shakespeare, but what he did with this was
Look at Scott, all dapper.
Yes. And he took a twist on that and brought in steampunk. Now, for people that don't know what that is, it is a subgenre of sci-fi fantasy that takes place in the 1800s with the steam technology.
Oh, okay.
So it's really fun, but he brought in real people from history to play the characters in this. So you have Winston Churchill's future wife, you have Winston Churchill's mother.
Oh my gosh.
You have Queen Victoria, you have the Empress Vicky or Victoria, and it's so fun, and you get to know their personalities against a Shakespearean classic.
It sounds like a good blend of themes and genres.
Yeah.
And I have to note on the cover, I see a recommendation given by the late Fred Adams. Imaginative and compelling. He gave us the Utah Shakespeare Festival, so the fact that he put his nod on this book says something. That's fantastic. All right, last but not least, The Lady and the Knight.
Yes, so The Lady and the Knight is by Daryl Harris, who is an amazing historian. And Daryl did a great job researching. This happened in the 1500s during the Protestant Reformation in Europe. So you had William Tinsdale wrote the Bible in English, but if you were to distribute that, you would be burned at the stake. So you get both sides of the picture, the reformers and those that were loyal to the Pope. And so you see real men and women in history. You get a really interesting backside look at history during that time, and it's set to a love story with Lady Eleanor and a couple of different knights in there.
Should Lady Eleanor listen to the stirrings of her heart, even if it means she goes back on a promise? Could she live with herself if she did? I love those sentences. Great. Great recommendations, Melissa. Thank you so much. And this is what you do. It's clear you're so knowledgeable, and it's a passion of yours, I know. How can we get more reviews and recommendations?
So you can go to my website, thebookbreak.com, and on there we have multiple reviews, but we're also doing something fun with this one. We're going to give away one of these books.
Oh, fantastic.
And so if they want to go to thebookbreak.com, they can enter to win. And in the meantime, they can get them on Amazon.
Okay.
They can get them in Kindle, paperback, and a couple of these even have audio. With Scott Tarbett's A Midsummer Night's Steampunk is coming out in audio for the first time this week.
Always fun to hear with the voices. All right. The Lady and the Knight, A Midsummer Night's Steampunk, and Condemn Me Not. 3 recommendations coming from our friends over at the Book Break this month. Thanks again.